Yo, what up? It's Aaron motherfucking Moses, man. What's going on, man? Man, look, she only wants you for your attention, bro. She doesn't like you. She doesn't love you. And usually, she can't. Even if she wanted to. And she can't want to because she doesn't know what the fuck love is. You know what I mean? But here's the deal, bro. There's a debate on who makes the best wives. You know, a black woman will stick with you to the end. A white girl's feminine and they do what the fuck you say. Latinas have the best pussy and they do this and they fight for their man and they're so crazy. You know what? The races, I've never been that type of dude. You know why? Because that's retarded. The type of woman that you need to get is a woman that, number one, doesn't need all your goddamn attention. And number two, has a good relationship with her dad and men in general and doesn't want to be a motherfucking man. Because when women want to be men and they act like a nigga, guess what? They don't act the best. They don't take the best traits from a man. Honesty, integrity, this. They take the worst shit that men have to offer to this world. The sluttiness, the motherfucking, the manipulative shit just to get a little something. So, with that being said, I'm going to give you, oh, motherfucker. I have a list of how to know that this bitch is just an attention whore. She doesn't have any intentions on giving you, well, some of you guys are dating attention whores. Some of you guys are fucking attention whores. Some of you motherfuckers are even married to attention whores. But they don't really love you, bro. They really just want you for your attention because what a man's attention is invaluable. Especially if you're if you're a high value man, if you got some money, even if you have a car, even, bro. If you have a car and your own fucking house, bro, your attention is worth a lot. Even if just think about it like this, bro. We've all seen our girlfriends talk to dudes that they have no intentions on fucking. They don't even like them like that. They're like, oh, yeah, nigga. The whole time they're rolling their eyes. We've all seen that. Because when you're a real nigga and you have a job and you have stuff to do, you don't give your attention to your female all the time. There's times where you can't give them any goddamn attention. Especially because you don't really like them like that. So, but how to know if she's an attention whore? Number one, she tells you how to manipulate her. What? Yeah. Yes. First of all, everything that a woman says is pretty much a map of how to have sex with her and get anything out of her. But if she blatantly says how to manipulate, you can literally tell me anything as long as I'm mad at you. Or you know what she'll say? I'm like, so this actually happened. I was like, why do you, when we get into fights, why do you always come back and try to do something for me? Why do you always like buy me cigarettes or make me dinner or suck my dick or something like that? And the literal answer was because I don't like when you're mad at me too long. So bling, what I said, okay, she doesn't want me to be mad at her for too long. So all I have to do is just be mad at her for a long time and she won't do that petty shit again? Or just pretend like I'm mad for something she doesn't even know? That's how I get her to do shit for me? That only somebody who wants your attention will want to be manipulated, bro. That's just, I mean, yes, that's what I meant. Number two, she always talks about her motherfucking exes and her past promiscuity and her past sexual experiences. Now, I would say, I mean, I read something where that you're not supposed to you're supposed to shame a woman for talking about her sexual experiences and her exes and shit like that because that's disrespectful. Me personally, I don't give a fuck, especially if I don't care about you. I really don't give a fuck. And as a man, you're supposed to be able to handle that. If you talk about your ex with a woman, they will flip. I don't want to hear about that another bitch. I don't want to hear about no bitches. You supposed to be fucking me. Are you fucking me? You fucking her. Because you keep talking about her. But if she does that, you see that? You've seen that. Even when you try to pursue a female, even when you try to pursue a female, you could barely even say, like I tested it. I was talking to this one girl and she told me she went to UGA. And I was like, oh, for real? My homegirl goes to UGA. She's pretty cool. You know her? And she was like, no. That was pussy dried up like a motherfucking raisin. But if she talks about her exes all the time, number one, that's disrespectful. She doesn't really give a fuck about you all the time. And she's doing it for attention because she wants you to respond. And number one, she wants you to know how to manipulate her motherfucking ass. Somebody play the organ. I'm preaching. Number three, I'm not even going to go too deeply into this because it's not rocket science. Tries to piss you the fuck off. I don't like my feet being touched. I'm like, get the fuck. You're going to get kicked, bro. It's involuntary. I don't want to kick you. It's going to happen. Tries to make you mad. That's not rocket science, bro. I don't have to break that down. I don't have an ashtray, but whatever. Number 4, how to know she's an attention whore? She doesn't know shit about you. She doesn't know your middle name, your mom's name, your last name, your favorite color. Ask her. And it's not even, honestly, that's a feminine shit. You don't know my birthday? But the fact that somebody doesn't know about you means they don't give a fuck about you. They just want your attention. Ask her. In a good month of just casually talking, she should know something about you. Something. I mean, if you're trying to fuck somebody, you should not be on the phone with them talking all the time. They shouldn't know that much about you if you're just trying to fuck. But if you want to be in a relationship, you have to give that person non-sexual attention. You can't just give them. That's another one. They just want to fuck. They don't even want your non-sexual attention. They don't even want to hang out with you. They don't know these things because they don't give a fuck. Because they just want your attention. They just need to know how to get your attention. That's all they need to know. Right. So number 6. Well, I don't know what number it is. I'm just gonna go. She doesn't know shit about herself. She doesn't know anything about herself. And that goes without saying because somebody who doesn't know themselves can't love themselves. And people who only want attention are attention whores. And they don't love themselves. That's what I meant to say. Next, she doesn't like when you're quiet. Or would you say this video speaks to me? LOL, I have this chick at work taller than me, wanting my attention, but I only give it to her when I feel like it. Most times I act like she doesn't exist to break her. You're smart because you know why? Attention is money, bro. You give it thought. If you give it thought, you give it power. The more you focus on it, the closer, the more real it becomes. So, with that being said, you have to make people earn your motherfucking attention, bro. Attention is currency. That's one of the most valuable pieces of currency and it's universal. It's like gold, bro. You can't just give anybody your motherfucking attention, bro. That's retarded. So next, she doesn't like quiet people, of course, and she doesn't like when you work. She tries to stop you from getting your money. I had this one girlfriend, not the last one, who always used to, she was dumb. She always used to ask me for money, but tell me to take off work so we can fucking hang out. And I'm like, I'm not hanging out with you instead of going to work, because when you ask me for money and I don't have it, you're gonna act like a stupid bitch because I was a simp, because I tricked on these hoes a lot. So next, oh, she wants you to join her party. A woman is supposed to join your party. You're not supposed to join that female's party, bro. And I don't mean that. I mean that metaphorically. I don't mean a physical party. But she wants you to, come on, let's do this. I'm like, I'm doing this. You come to my world. You come to my universe, right? That's how it's supposed to go. Usually, the feminine energy is receptive. Masculine energy dominates, invites to the party. That's why the peacock, the male animals are the most beautiful animals in the animal kingdom, besides humans. But that's for that purpose. That's what that's for. Listen to nature. Breathe in deep. Dive deep in nature. That was my bad Infinite Waters. Shout out to Infinite Waters impression. Next. Talks about how much she does for you. We are the bang, bro. Hit that like button. Hit that share button, bro. Hit that share button. Hit that share button. Talks about how much she does for you. That's definitely there. Brings it up all the time. Not humble. Doesn't give a fuck about anybody but themselves. Of course. They're looking for acknowledgement all the time. You didn't even tell me. You didn't even tell me if that dinner was good or not. Bitch, I ate it. It was, I don't really give a, me personally, I don't really like food like that. I'm not a big eater. I eat once a day and I graze like human beings are supposed to. But plus I'm on an African diet and I'm a vegetarian. My fucking phone went to sleep. Hold on. The next one is this motherfucking lock screen, bro. Fronto, if you get the Fronto app, it's pretty much a lock screen that pays you to open your phone. It doesn't make you that much. It gives you like maybe $20 a season, but hey, that's still cigarette and beer money, fuck it, right? This is a big one. Doesn't have standards. They'll date pretty much anybody, no matter how they treat them, no matter how they look, no matter if they've been to prison 37 times and they have 39 felonies. Doesn't have standards. So at this point, you should be wanting her to talk about the exes. Ask her about her last 3 relationships. Oh, well, he was in a wheelchair and I had to change his piss bag, but it was okay because he was a nice guy. Like, you dated a nigga in a wheelchair. And if you're in a wheelchair, I don't mean to offend you. Niggas in wheelchairs need love too. But when you see that this chick has a pattern for dating shitty ass people and ugly fat motherfuckers, that is a red flag that she is an attention slutty brother. Next. She doesn't remember her antics. She doesn't remember how much she fucks up. Number one, she doesn't remember her antics. Number 2, she pretty much doesn't give a fuck about her antics. And when I say antics, yelling, throwing stuff, cursing, waking you up out your sleep to talk about dumb shit, anything negative, she doesn't want to remember. Why? Number 1, because that's going to hurt her fucking feelings. That's going to lower her self-esteem, and nobody wants to do that. And number 2, she thinks about it so much, and she does it so frequently, it's just natural. I don't remember how many cigarettes I smoke. Usually I smoke anywhere from 7 to 10, but I don't remember a lot of the things that I do because I do them so much, so frequently. I have strong habits. But when you are an attention whore and everything you do is to get attention, you're not going to remember every little bullshit ass, petty ass thing that you do, of course. Okay, so next. Needy, of course. If you're an attention whore, you're definitely needy. Oh, next. Next. They want feminine men. They want men that are super feminine, that grew up with their moms, no dad. And I'm not saying that every man that grew up with in a single mother household is a feminine or a sweetie pie or anything like that. But One thing that feminine men do better than anybody is simp. Is simp and trick their attention all on a bitch. That's a given. That's a given. You're, come here, talk about it. Put your hand on my chest. I don't want to. I don't want to. Tighten up. Tighten up. That's always my answer. You're feeling bad? Tighten up. I thought you was the bank. Tighten up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I will listen to people's problems. That's a lie. I don't do that all the goddamn time. But I still expect you to be solution based and have some kind of form of adult problem solving skills where you don't disrupt the energies in my universe. So we're both gonna be fucked up by this negative energy, and I might just give it back to you unintentionally. But next, emotionally cheats on you all the time, talking to different niggas that she will never give the pussy to, that she will never meet. Always talking to niggas. Always talking to, well, I can't talk to you about my problems. Bruh, I got problems too. But always talking to niggas, especially having a whole bunch. Women typically, I'm not going to say all women. Women typically are very selfish creatures. Women, a lot of the times, are not very good listeners. And again, not all women. Not all women's. Just some. Women can talk to each other about their problems, but women typically don't have female friends because all women, need a good amount of attention. But an attention whore is not going to have a whole bunch of female friends because women sense that shit better than men. That's why I'm making this goddamn video. But she has a whole bunch of nigger friends, and people like to use that speaker button a lot now. So you're going to hear, oh, it's okay. How much do you need? Blah, blah, blah. Somebody coddling her and treating her like a fucking queen or some shit. But very easy. Very easy. Always talking to niggas because, of course, a lot of people don't know if you want to just fuck, you don't talk to this chick for hours and hours and hours. If you're just trying to fuck, because you're giving off the energy that you want to be with this female. If you're just always talking to her on the phone. These people, they don't care. They're simping away their energy. They're tricking it away. And they are okay with that because in simp land, talking to a female for hours and hours and hours when you're just trying to fuck makes a lot of goddamn sense. We got 3 viewers. Get these likes up. So next. Oh, she always messes. All of her people cheat on her. Now me, I've only cheated on one of my girlfriends because she told 2 of them because they totally deserved it. But if they all cheat, and of course they cheat physically, they fuck other females because she's always on the phone with other niggas. If they're not sharing any exchange of communication, of course, that is a definite symptom of attention slaviness. Next, no, I'm going to eliminate that from the list. I'm not even going to say what that is. Next, doesn't have a good relationship with men. What's up, bro? We the bang. Doesn't have a good relationship with men. Of course, if you don't have a good relationship with men, that means you didn't have a good relationship with your dad, which means a lot of the times that you're a weak-ass woman. But at the end of the day, if you don't have a good relationship with men, you have no problem with... It's subconscious. It's not like this woman hates men and she knows it and she has a secret t-shirt somewhere and she's in some men-hating cult. But if that's the case, she's going to be on the hunt for that attention some motherfucking where. Hence, always talking to niggas. Always trying to get your motherfucking diamonds out your motherfucking brain. That's where that comes from. Next. Now, women aren't just naturally jealous because it protects the household, but somebody who's overly jealous is definitely a symptom of only wanting you for your attention. Next, this is weird. Oh, what's up, bro? We got Johnny Boy Blaze, a vet, a We the Bang veteran. What's up, bro? An attention whore, a lot of the times, they have a lot of people on the internet and over the phone, and they reject, they reject attention and interaction with other people because they only want your attention. They only want your attention. They want to succubus you the fuck up, Yubus. That is a definite sign. And I'm like, oh, okay, I know a couple people. I know some cool people. And they're like, nah, and I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna give you all my goddamn attention. Why don't you go outside? Why don't you talk to more people? Why don't you throw a party, see who's gonna come? Why don't you announce this shit at least? Why don't you talk to other motherfucking people? But they reject that because if you take your attention away from me, you might take it away for forever. Or you might take my interaction with somebody else the wrong way, and you might take away the precious. And I'm like, I'm not gonna take away the precious, bitch. Just talk to other motherfuckers. We talk about the same stupid shit every 3 motherfucking days. I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, you need to have friends. You need to have hobbies, stuff like that. Another thing, they don't do shit. They just complain about how much you don't fucking fuck with them. And I'm like, well, now you're starting to be creepy. It's hurting my feelings personally, and I'm not into it. Okay, so next, I'm not gonna say that. Very touchy feely, of course. Always shut the fuck. Always talks about the benefits of being with her. Always talking about how good of a wife she would be and how much she would do this for you and she's gonna be rich one day and her parents have money and her brother has money and her sister has money and everybody just happens to have the formula to success for her. But there's lots of benefits. I'll suck your dick. I'll fuck you all the time. I'll cook you unhealthy ass motherfucking food. I'll fucking listen to all your problems and do this. I'm like, I don't want any of that. Now you're just selling a woman that sells themselves to you. Run, bro, run. Whatever, she might not be an attention whore, but that's is something wrong, bro. Women do talk a lot, and the interaction should be like 80-20. But a female that's constantly talking about the benefits of being with her, crazy. Um, of course, one of the biggest indications is that she's always trying to give you attention because a lot of females understand the law of reciprocation, or she could never give you attention. Always wants to give you stuff, always wants to buy you stuff, always wants to suck you up, always wants to get to know your relatives and shit like that. Not good. Now, I'm going to go into this. A woman that always tries to get to know your relatives, especially if you don't have any sisters or your sister's a bitch, what they're going to do is your family is going to shame you for talking to talking to other women, although it might be non-sexual, from having other women friends, from coming over your house because they want you to spend time with your girl, for drinking and smoking with you because they want you to fucking spend your money on your girl, for even trying to leave this bitch. They're gonna shame you, and then you're gonna be like, oh well, my family likes her, and I can't really any female. The number one, your family and your girl usually don't mix. Like a lot of black people like to introduce their romantic partners to their families. But if you don't know what kind of situation you're gonna be in with this chick, you're not supposed to don't introduce her to moms unless you got a little bit of time in. O'Shea Duke Jackson made a really good video about this, but pretty much when he was in his simping days, he broke up with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend needed to borrow $500. He said no because he's a real nigga. But then she told on his mom, she would go over there cooking with the mom, talking to the mom and shit. This is his ex. And then he came to his mom's house one day, and she was like, "You didn't give that girl $500. You know how much I like her." Prevent that. Prevent that. Prevent your family from shaming you from breaking up with this female and giving her money after she's your ex. Prevent that. Prevent that. That's also that's a way that females get people hard. Hard as fuck. Hard as fuck. Number one, I don't even want my mom has she never liked any of my girlfriends. And I'm okay with that. I kind of prefer it that way. Kind of prefer it that way. Because I was gonna say something. I'm gonna say something weird, but when I'm having a really good time with this female, I'm just thinking, my mom is just crazy. Why would she not like you? And then she says some shit. I'm like, my mom probably has dick sucking senses. She could tell when these bitches suck a good dick, and they're gonna do this to my little guy, and they're gonna do that, and he's gonna be giving her all his money and doing all this. But thankfully, you don't have to worry about that because we don't love these hoes. Next. Oh, she's willing to stop talking to her female friends, but not her male friends for you. Of course, especially the exes. She doesn't block anybody, and she's had the same goddamn phone number. She had the same phone number for like 10 years. Somebody who has the same phone number for that long? I mean, now it's normal. I mean, okay, millennials is not as normal as maybe even 80s babies, because 80s babies and 90s babies, we had house phones and we had the same goddamn number for generations. And that's pretty much like the address. They might not know the address to the house, but they know the phone number. So that's more normal. But a female who has the same cell phone, this bitch had the same number since she had the bubble Nokia, got a flip phone, got a Razor, upgraded to a BlackBerry, then she got an iPhone, another iPhone, and a Galaxy, and you still got the same motherfucking phone number since 2008? Fuck no. That's some, you know why? Because she wants people who lost her number or people who just want to start talking to her again to be able to have access to her. If you start talking to me, I don't want you to call me, ever. Don't. Unless you fucked up, or unless I fucked up and you're calling me to forgive me, or you're calling me to beg for forgiveness. I don't need you. I don't want to talk to you. If the last time we talked was 5 years ago, some more, I'm a whole different person. We don't know each other after 5 years. If we've known each other, if you stop talking to me for 2 years, I pretty much don't know you anymore, bro. Because you could have went through anything in 2 years. You could have had a baby, fucking went to college, went to prison, fixed your credit or fucked your credit up. It's a lot of shit that can happen in 1 year. If we don't talk for 2 years, it's what? The most I can really go comfortable without talking to somebody, and then we start talking again on a regular, of course, because you want something, probably a year, unless you're family. And I don't really fuck with my family, except for like 3 people, besides my immediate family. But a woman that has the same phone number, I'm not saying all of these, I'm not saying if she has one of these, there's like 20 something things on this list. That she has like maybe 5 or 6. If she's 10, definitely attention whore. Only wants you for your attention. Never. She doesn't even remember your name like that. She probably just calls you bae or honey or something like that because she can't remember your name because she doesn't give a fuck, because she just wants your attention. She just loves you for your attention. And if she only loves you for your attention, she really doesn't know what love is. But boom. So next, more than one pet. Why do you have more than one pet? Now, these are symptoms now. I'm not saying every female who has more than one pet is an attention whore. I'm not saying that. But why the fuck do you need pets? Are for responsibility, love, companionship. Why do you have 2 dogs and 3 cats? Why do you have that many goddamn pets? Why do you have a fish tank, 2 cats, and a dog? Why? That doesn't even make sense. You can't even afford to feed these motherfuckers, and you got more than one pet. If she has more than 2 pets, oh hell no, bro. You got 2 cats, a dog, and a fish tank. That's a huge indication. Huge. Fish tank. Fish aren't really pets like that. They're more like hobbies, but it's pretty close. So next, what did I say? I already said she spends a lot of money on you. If she's an ex-addict, oh. First of all, I'm gonna tell you, anybody that is an addict and is in recovery, which means they don't do their drug anymore, you should not be in a relationship with them unless they have been sober for 2 years or have been addressing the problem for more than 2 years. That's just a given. And it really depends on the person. There's people who are advised to not be in a relationship for 6 months. There's people who are advised to not be in relationships for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, usually not more than 5 years. But ex-addicts are very big attention hoarders, and they're very good finessers, and they have a very good mouthpiece on them. So, being an ex-addict is a very big attention hoard indication and symptom. I'm not going to break down the science of that, but it's very important that you know that. Of course, the last two is the biggest ones, controlling like a motherfucker. I'm not saying somebody who schedules all the time or anything like that. They just want to control the shit out of you. And you know what that means, bro. You know what that means. Somebody who has to get dressed like a motherfucker just to go to Walmart, and they don't even go in that motherfucker. Like, you could have put on a t-shirt and some sweatpants. Why the fuck you put on makeup to sit in the car at Walmart in the parking lot? Tension over, bro. Or they might do that and then come looking for you in Walmart. First of all, I want you to watch a video by O'Shea Duke Jackson talking about pretty much why you shouldn't let your girl dress promiscuously when she comes out of the house. I think it's called "Don't Let Her Come Out the House Looking Like That." When she dresses promiscuously and she quote unquote is your girlfriend, women only dress like that because they're on the hunt, because they're searching, because they're unhappy. Usually, I'm not gonna say only. But lastly, talks about how much attention she does not need. Says how different she is, how independent she is, how emotionally stable she is. Huge indication, bro. Huge indication. That doesn't even make any goddamn sense why they do that, but they do. And of course, I didn't even put this on the list. And not all females do it, but all of my women have done it. Bait and switch. They act like us. They act a certain way. People change. People enter different dimensions of their life all the time, every day. Shit happens, is what I'm trying to say. But if when you're talking, she's all calm, sweet, rubbing your back, talking to you a certain kind of way, calling you sweetie, but then she starts calling you asshole one day, starts being all abusive, starts acting crazy, just unrecognizable to the soul. Stops doing their hair, stops putting in effort. That's like some nigga shit. That's what niggas do a lot. Some of the things she does, you can't even imagine her. She stopped taking showers, brushing her teeth. As soon as it's official, or as soon as something big happens, as soon as you enter a new chapter in your life together, as soon as you become a pair, she starts changing because she thinks she has you. Or a woman that's that's a symptom of cheating. Or a woman that is, I'm not going to give you any more names. But those are hella ways, symptoms, hella ways to detect an attention whore, and hella ways to tell if that's what you're dealing with. Now there's attention whores and there's people and females that only want you for your attention. And I've already spoke on that. Shits can be difficult to understand. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. Well, there's a quote that goes, true knowledge is in the heart. And the heart is not knowledge, wisdom. True wisdom is in the heart. And what wisdom is knowledge in action. Okay, active. When you take the knowledge and you go out in the world and you use it, then you gain wisdom. Number two. Number one is knowledge, two is wisdom, three is understanding. I think it's called divine numerology or some shit. So, hope you guys learned. Hope you're going to obtain that wisdom with the knowledges, with the gems that I dropped on you. And a lot of people are going to say, nah, you crazy. That's just females. Or that's just this. That's just that. No. Because all of the girlfriends that I've obtained, and I love you, Liz, but even Liz has fallen. Well, now Liz is pretty solid. She didn't just want me for my attention, but she likes a lot of attention. Women that are, I've only met like a couple funny ass females that were not comedians. Funny, talented, always laughs the loudest in the room, always talks the most, is uncomfortable with silence. Somebody who's uncomfortable with you being quiet they have mental problems anyway. Or they just got out of jail. But Liz at first laughs a lot and she's not very grounded. And she's a woman, so I really don't fuck with grounded women anyway. I like women who are energetic and bouncing off the walls pretty much all the time. But shit, that's probably why I keep attracting these type of females. They have more of that entertainment energy. I'm an edutainer. I'm not an entertainer. I mean, I am an entertainer. Sometimes I have my moments as well, but yeah, I like those red women. You know, I like those red women that fucking bounce off the wall all the time. Mm-hmm. Extroverts, exactly. I like extroverts. I'm an introvert, and women are supposed to teach you how to have motherfucking fun, bro. Why would you get a boring ass bitch? That doesn't make sense. Women are supposed to teach men how to have fun, and men are supposed to teach women how to organize and be logical. That's what it is. I can't do a quiet ass female. Cannot. Never will. Never have. That's probably what I need. I probably need to experiment with that. But fellas, last thing I want to say before I close this video, I might go live again. Explain that to a chick who shamed. Explain that chick who shamed you for changing your mind on sex. That is pretty much all of the fucking symptoms. A lot of the symptoms that I told you, if not all of them, she exhibited. But with that, so everybody knows I like. I mean, I'm not gonna say all black dudes like females with big fat asses, but I just couldn't. I just didn't want to fuck her, or I would just stop. I would be thinking about shit. Got a lot on my plate, thinking about stuff, thinking about business, money, endeavors. Just when I get in that pussy, I get into a meditative state. A lot of people do. I get in that pussy, I just start thinking, especially if it's not that good. But I would be fucking, and then something would just catch my attention. Something would just pop in my head, and then I would be like, okay, I gotta stop. I gotta do this, or it just wasn't fun. And of course, I don't want to put all the business out there, but I couldn't put my whole dick in, so it wasn't super super duper fun for me. So I mean, if I can't fuck, I can't fuck. That's just how it is. If I can't do what I need to do to you, then it's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun. But I mean, I just didn't want to fuck her a lot. I did it probably like a good 10 times in 3 months. That's about 3 times a month. That's pretty often now that I think about it. But just not having an ass, I would have to look up or look away or close my eyes or use my visualization skills, and I just didn't want to fuck anymore. I would just be thinking about some shit. I would be thinking about some shit, or just trying to not fucking end it in the traditional way. And I would stop. I would be like, "Did you come? All right, I'm done." Did you come? Nah, I didn't. But it's okay. It's okay because I'm gonna go do something productive, and that's how it was, and that was always a problem. But the time that she was referring to is when I woke her up and I wanted to fuck, and then she was looking at me all weird, and she had like something on her lip or something, some bumps, multiple, and I was just looking at it, and my dick just kept getting soft, and I was like, I'm not doing that. And she's like, but you woke me out of my sleep. I was like, well, you can go back to sleep. You can go back to sleep. I'll go masturbate, and it's gonna be okay, because I'm still horny. I just don't want to have sex with you. That's all it is. That's how it be that way sometimes, you know? I mean, being a sexual predator, you wouldn't understand that, but not you. I'm not saying you. Just fucking, it's times where I was doing a lot of spiritual work, and I was not supposed to be having sex at all. And I would tell her, look, I can't have sex for like 2 weeks. That's what the universe told me. I can't have sex for a couple, or like a week, something like that. And she would still try to seduce me. When I told Liz that, it's times Liz told me that, and I was cool with it. I didn't try to seduce her. Like, oh, okay, you say that now. And when I come in here with this oil ass dick, you gonna fuck it. I never did. I never disrespected anybody like that, ever. That's horrible. But just that understanding. I'm not a sex fiend, and I'm not a fucking teenager. My dick doesn't get hard just looking at anything anymore. So sex is not that important. I even went so far as to say, look, we're having too much sex, and I think that if we stopped having sex, we would be able to express ourselves better to each other. I swear to God on my son's life, I said that. I said that in order for me to not have sex with her for spiritual purposes. And Liz fucking said that to me. I pulled the book out of the chapter of Liz. I pulled that shit. I said, look, we need to stop having sex so we can find other ways to relate. Still didn't respect that. Any woman that doesn't respect that has a problem, has a mental problem with sex. First of all, that's some romantic ass shit. Why would you reject that? Look, if we don't have sex, we can really see how committed we are to each other, or this. You know, we can find other ways to express ourselves to each other. Somebody who says no and calls you a fag for not fucking them, that's not even somebody who should be alive, let alone be in a relationship. Your testicles are a major part of your masculinity, and a major part of your testicles is the semen. You gotta hold that sexual fluid, bro. You want anything to change in your life? Stop busting nuts. Stop busting nuts every fucking day, bro. AaroniMoses. If you want anything to change in your life, especially if it takes self-discipline and motivation, groundedness, focus, stop busting nuts. Now, some of you motherfuckers are young, and you're not going to be able to focus on shit if you don't bust a nut. You definitely need to take this. Excuse me. You definitely need to take this advice. If you can't focus without busting a nut, you are the one who needs to stop busting nuts the most. Like, I gotta write this paper, but I keep thinking about titties. Ooh, over the period. No. Not good. Not good. Not good. Hold that sexual fluid. And if you tell somebody that you don't want to fuck and they still try to seduce you, cut that bitch. Especially if it's for spiritual reasons. You don't disrespect God like that? And you're supposed to be a spiritualist. You're supposed to be the spiritual person. And when I tell you I want to be celibate, give me like 2 weeks. First of all, that's a faker. It's a faker. But we're in the future now. We're in 2050. We're on We the Bank time, bro. We're in 2052. Fuck all of that. We move forward. Stop talking. That's what one of the spiritual guys told me. Stop talking about the past, bro. It's not helping you. Stop thinking about the past. But I'm going to shut this down. I have to take a shit. And I'm going to reopen. I'm going to come back with you guys live like right now, bro. Faker is not a word you mean. Counterfeit. A counterfeit spiritual motherfucker. That's even worse. Something that appears to be real, but is totally not. Counterfeit. I like that word a lot better. Awesome. So, that's it, man. I'm gonna bang you to bang, we to bang together. How to find out if you got a fucking attention whore. And the bitch only wants you for your attention. And a lot of you niggas out here are attention whores too, some clout chasers. But you know who you are. Everybody, none of the bangangers are cloud chasers except for me. I'm the biggest cloud chaser. I'm the king of cloud chasers. I'm the cloud chaser god, bro. I'm Lord Cloud Chase. But yeah, I'm about to bust this deuce and I'll be right back. Alright? I'm the bang, you the bang. How do I end this so I don't look stupid? I'm the bang, you the bang, we the bang together, man. Peace. Did it work? Yeah.